Kari Lake drove a stake through her campaign. Somewhere, McCain is laughing. Just in case you think Arizona's race for the U.S. Senate isn't yet over, a new poll shows Republican Mark Robinson down 11 points in his race for North Carolina governor. Robinson is that guy now best known as the Black Nazi, thanks to CNN unearthing some of his more, eyebrow-raising activities on a pornographic website. He trails Democrat Josh Stein 54%, 43%, according to a Marist poll of North Carolina voters. Meanwhile in Arizona, Lake, who isn't a black Nazi, and to my knowledge, has never made disgusting comments on porn sites, isn't doing any better. She trails Democrat Ruben Gallego 54%, 44%, according to a new Marist poll of likely Arizona voters. Another day, another heaping helping of disaster for Arizona's reigning queen of the Make America Great Again movement. When this election is over, Republicans really should begin asking themselves when and if they ever want to win again, because if it wasn't clear after already losing 2 Senate seats and every key statewide office, it's about to become undeniably clear to all but the fiercest MAGA diehards. Moderates aren't going to support a far-right firebrand. With just 13 days until early voting begins, every Republican operative I've talked to says this race is over. As Al McCoy would have said, you can put that one in the deep freeze, longtime Republican consultant Chuck Coughlin said. She is probably beyond help by now, echoed Republican strategist Barrett Marson. The Marist poll is even worse than the New York Times Siena College poll earlier in the week. That one had Trump up 5 points over Kamala Harris, 50 to 45%, but Lake down 6 points to Gallego, 43% to 49%. The Marist poll shows a dead heat in the presidential race, given the poll's 3.5% margin of error, with Trump drawing 50% of the vote to Harris's 49%. Meanwhile, Lake trails Gallego by 10. Gallego, the liberal Democrat, leads in Maricopa and Pima counties. He leads with every racial and ethnic group and with college-educated voters. He's crushing it with the under 45 set and with baby boomers. Lake, the MAGA Republican, leads in rural Arizona and with non-college graduates. Gen X voters favor Lake, as does the silent generation. And she's absolutely crushing it with white evangelicals drawing 75% of their vote. Independents, the ones who decide Arizona's races, are breaking 2-1 for Gallego, 64% to 32%. The real, self-imposed stake to the heart of Lake's campaign comes down to one simple thing: likability. Simply put, most Arizona residents don't like her, that is. After 2 years of virtual nonstop campaigning, Lake has succeeded in boosting the number of people who don't like her by 9 points, from 42% in September 2022, shortly after she drove her celebrated stake into the heart of the McCain machine while running for governor, to 51% now. Lake is viewed favorably by just 39% of Arizona residents, according to the poll. Gallego, meanwhile, is above water, with 47% viewing him favorably and 35% not. I don't think there's enough money and time for Lake to rehabilitate her image, Republican consultant Tyler Montague told me. I picture the late Senator John McCain, somewhere in the hereafter, laughing his head off.